So today I'll be going over the how to option trading successfully. So if many of you are using Robinhood platform, this will apply to you because that's what I'm using. Okay, so for option trading, for whoever's first time doing this, so when you click on a stock, for example, if I show you here, this is the QQ stock. And if you clicked on the option buy, it will show on the bottom that gives you option trading. Okay, since Robinhood doesn't have trading on internet website, but only on mobile for options, so I can only go over picture to show you guys how. Okay, so as for that option, how to trade, and then once you click on the options, it will give you buy, sell, call, put, and these are the expiration of your option. And this is the price that you will predict that it will go up to. So this is the current price of the stock. It's 169.55, and you predict that it go when you make a call, you're saying predicting that it will go up to 170, and once it reaches the 170, you gain a profit. And if you think that the price will drop, you buy a put. So for example, I buy a put of 169.5. That means if the price dropped right now, for example, the price had dropped to that price, I will gain. That's how option works. I know many people are confused with call and put, and that's how call is and put is. Okay, so once you click, for example, you clicked in a buy, for example, you click in a buy call of 170, it will lead you to this screen. And one contract is 100 share. So each share is about $1.02. Okay, so in this case, you are paying a total of $102 for 100 share. After that, you can swipe up just like regular stock to buy it, and it say that you're paying for the right to buy 100 shares of that stock for $170 by May 18. However, if the share didn't reach 170 of the call that you make or higher by May 18, which is the end of the market. The market ends if Eastern time, that'd be I believe 4:30 p.m. And our time would be Pacific time would be 1 p.m. So by that time, if the stock price did not go to 170, all your stocks will all the money $102 you put in will be zero. So basically you lose all your money. Okay, so after you buy and all that, but if you want to sell, you do the same way as you sell for regular stock. So you clicked on the buttons and it will give you options to sell, buy. So you just do sell like regular stocks and go in and how many contract you want to sell. Currently you have 10 contracts. Then you put 10 here. And this is the price per share that you'll be selling at. But make sure this is similar to regular stock. So if you don't set your price limit, it will jump based on the market price. So if you're selling 158 right now, the market can jump down or up. So make sure you click onto the area. Sorry. Um, Make sure you click on the area and set the price for the sell. And that's cover the how to use Robinhood option trading. Okay, so I will go over how I set up my think or swim, um, and how I do scanning for the option trading. So it's quite different from regular scanning for a regular stock trading. So initially, when you download, make sure you create a live account, trading account, in order to see a real-time stock. If you do a paper trading, you wouldn't see the real life value fluctuation. Okay, so I'll go over how I scan. So go to the scan section and select, there is a stock hacker, which is the regular stock that you will scan for, and there's an option hacker, which is the scanning for options. So I set up last. You can follow what I set up. So I said last of 0.03 means I'm looking for the price of the stock that is about if it was scanned for me for the stock price of 0.03 cents. So I want to buy low as possible because if you got a good amount of money, then you can look at the stock price at a dollar something to buy in per share. But that's going to be a very big amount that you'll be putting in. So I set up the last amount, and I also set up the volume. I set up what you want is a volume about 10,000 set up, because the more volume indicates it's better for you to buy in or to buy a put or to buy a call, because you don't want to buy a call and then end up selling that call but no one's buying it. So option is very different from a regular trading because it depends on the demands. If there is a high demands, then you get then the price will jump. Okay, so I set on that, and then you can put this forward. You can see that, oh, okay, this is the stock that currently in the trading, about like 10,000, 61,000 volume, and the trading expiration date is May 18. So if you're looking at that, and the last price was like 4 cents per share, you can start. This is helping you to scan what stock you're gonna look up to. That's how I figured out how to find QQQ, which is a very high trading volume. And when I sell the stock this morning, that's how I gained 1,400. That's when I sell the stocks, boom, people buy immediately. Okay, so I'll go ahead and head forward how I set up my think or swim. You guys can follow that through, and let's see. Okay, so I'll go ahead and go to the setting, and you guys can follow what I said on my setting. Okay. Okay, so this is how I said, and if you guys want to take a look at that and follow through, yeah, so that's how I set up. You can follow that, and basically the other ones are all preset. Okay, the one crucial one that I want to show, all the other one are very similar. There's no changes on. I think just this one that is changed. Okay, so how do you set up all this MACD, RSI, and EMA, and all this colorful, beautiful colors here? Okay, so you go to studies. Here you go. You go to studies, edit studies, and this is how I set up mine. So you can look up MACD. All right. So once you go to MACD, you can select on that and add it on here. And then same thing for RSI. You can see what I put here and you can follow that. And then for the EMA, I just put on EMA. And then there's the displaced EMA I can add on. And make sure when you do select the move average. Let's see. So the move average exponential, when you set up that, remember that it's a 90 and no. So if your number is different, you can go to the setting here and change the number 9. And then also for the displaced DMA is a 10 and -5. So you can see it in here too, the 10, -5. And I will explain to you what those are in a moment, and I'll give you guys time to see what's on my screen so you guys can follow through. Okay. But that is the only one those are the only two that you need to go to the setting. If it's different from your end, you can go ahead and change that. All right, so once you're done, you can click apply and then okay, and it will pop up everything here. So what is MACD? So also another thing I want to mention, if you guys want to see the arrow, um, this arrow means if it's red, you see the two lines crossing each other, that's an indication whether the stock will go up or down. So the blue line is the indications whether the stock will go down or up. If it's go below the yellow lines, meaning that the stock will drop, the stock price will drop. This is how I went in for I went in and buy a put for Tesla. When I see the cross indication, I want to be safe. Some other trader would start way ahead. Some more experienced trader would start way ahead to buy in a put, but I just want to make sure and I want to play on the safe side until I see a cross below the yellow line and I see this red arrow, meaning that and another confirmation for me is that if you look there, RSI means it's oversold. It's kind of in between in the middle of oversold. The 70 lines mean that it's oversold. The 30 line mean it's underbought. Yeah, so it means the at the 70 line mean that the stock is value more than it is, than it should be. So people will start selling them up. That's another indication that the price will drop. And then another indication is you see the stock price, the red line right here. You see the red line right here, and the blue line is the EMA line. It's below the EMA line. That is another indication. See, that's another indication that the price will drop. Okay, so the red arrow, and then the RSI, and then the EMA, it all dropped. That means it's a good time for you to buy a put. You see, you see as the blue line drop, you see all the stock price start dropping. That is how you will gain from your option trading. You need to look at MACD, RSI, and the EMA, just like how regular stock would. This is why Tesla would be the one that I would trade this coming Monday or Friday for the expiration of next week Friday. So another thing, this is why you see this blue line is crossing and it's going up above the yellow line, and it's the arrow is green. That indicates that the stock price will increase. This is the chance for me to buy a call. What is my other confirmation? My other confirmation is the RSI. RSI is underbought. Mean people will come in and buy the stock because it's underbought. The price will increase. And on top of that, I need a little validification, because if you look at the EMA line, this is the stock price. The EMA line is at 285.44. I want it to cross the EMA line to confirm that the price will trending up before I can buy a call. So what are these colors right here? Make sure you set up VWAP too. I rarely use VWAP, but it's just another a fourth factor of my confirmations. So VWAP, if you look at the purple line and the yellow line and the red line. Red line means that it's overbought, that the price will, that is the high resistance price. The yellow line is the support line, support price. So the stock price are currently trending up. Usually when the stock price hit the red line, people will start selling them off. That when the price will drop. But currently it's at the yellow line, that the support line, meaning it will not drop even lower. So this is an indication for you to buy on a call. Okay, so once it reached the red line, that is good time for you to buy a put, or you sell off your call. Okay, so it's important for you to look out all these three factors if you want to be a successful option trader. To be honest with you guys, I just started about 3 weeks now into trading options. The first time I traded option, I had no clue at all, so I lost a lot of money. Give me a second, guys. So 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 initially, like I said, I just traded without analyzing think or swim. That's why I lost money. So this past two, actually, yeah, I traded 4 weeks. Yeah, traded 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks I lost, and then last week and this week I gained about $2,000. Yeah, I gained about $2,000. Just from analyzing this and from honestly, all of this are credited to Ricky Gutierrez, his YouTube video. He helps me, I watch his video, it helps me set up this, and then it helps me apply to my option trading. All thanks to him, and hands up for him. Um, so that's basically all for how I analyze my option trading. And if you also be able to see the graph, like to be able to see and draw a line of a support line, and a resistance line. So if you look at this, when I draw down here, my predictions for next week is that Apple, no, it's that Tesla. It can, even if it hit above resistance price, it can go up to $302. So if I take my bet on option, and if it increase that huge amount of range, I'll gain a lot of money. I gain over 100% gain for this. That's why it's trading option is so worthwhile. If you don't have a lot of money, you can trade and gain so much than regular stock. Let's see. Any of you have any questions that you want to address, and that you need me to clarify on anything? Let's see. Huh. Um. Alright, guys, this is my first time using live on YouTube, so I don't know how to leave comments. Let's see. So will you guys be able to see the chat message I sent out? Okay. Guess I went over a little fast, and I don't know if anyone has any questions. All right, everyone, that's all I have for today. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message on either my Facebook, or we also have an option trading public group on Facebook. If you guys want to join me. Um, yeah, so it's a free group. Everyone's a welcome, and I post how I trade, and I explained a little bit of options on here. And if you guys need clarification, also just make sure on option trading, the day trade is similar to a regular stock trade. So make sure you do not exceed 3 day trades, because that will lock your account out for 3 months, I believe, 3 months. And then unless you have $25,000 on your account. So make sure you're aware of that. Um, yeah, so we have this group free option, and you guys can feel free to message me with any other questions you have, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. But this summer I will be out of the country, so I may be able to tune in to any questions that to answer some of the questions. Okay, and if you guys wanted me to go live again to clarify on anything else, just feel free to shoot me a message on the option trading group. I will be tuned in on that and checked up on you guys. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, and I hope it helps with any confusions that you guys might have for option trading. And good luck to everyone.